Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Club Passim. We are streaming live from Club Passim here tonight for an album release show with Deviant Folk, someone that we learned about through our virtual open mic over the past year. So it's the open mic is doing its job. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. Well, thank you all for being here. I want to say a few things about Passim before we get the show started. Club Passim here in Harvard Square in Cambridge has been a nonprofit now for 26 years, but the venue is over 60 years old, starting out as the Club 47 back in 1958. As a nonprofit these days, we don't only put on shows 7 nights a week here, but we also have our School of Music. We have outreach programs, we have festivals, including our Campfire Festival that is happening next weekend, as well as our Summer Boston Celtic Music Festival that's happening over 4th of July weekend. So keep an eye out for the festivals. And we also give grants to artists through our Iguana Music Fund. Every year we give out $40,000 in grants to New England-based artists. But we also, over the past year, have given out over $160,000 to artists through our Passim Emergency Artist Relief Fund. So it is because of your generosity that we're able to do all of this. We appreciate you being here and tuning in. Please do consider making a donation if you can. You can do that at passim.org/stream. We have an $18 suggested donation tonight. That is going to be split between the artists and Club Passim to make sure that we're all able to keep surviving. We are at that cusp now where we're starting to think about reopening and having an audience back in the room again, and we can't wait for that day, but we're going to need your help to get there. So please do make a donation if you can at passim.org/stream. And also take a moment and share this stream with your own pages, because that is how word spreads. So help those algorithms work by pushing it out there, getting the word out to everybody. And we are so excited to be here with a live band in the room here at Club Passim. Please welcome Deviant Folk.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. Or the highway. No sense in waiting, hoping I another day. I never planned this stage. Whoever planned the good part anyway. If it's predictable, visible, why bother to stay? I never planned this stage. Whoever planned the good part anyway. Today's that brave new day. Rhythm really screwed. Why bother to stay? I never planned this stage. Whoever planned the good part anyway.
Oh, thank you. Hot little number there. Woo! It's a lot of fun, I actually wrote that song, the music to that song like 18 years ago. And working with Nate over this past year, we managed to bring life to it. So let's get into another upbeat one here. It's straight into season two. All right. Set? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
End of season 2, start of season 3. Will it ever be something that's brand new? One thing we all knew at the start of season 2: you can run, but we aren't done. The challenge we are facing up to. And how many times in our lives we be told it'll be alright? Kinda makes me wanna kick up some dust tonight. Playing with you, yeah, that'll be just fine. It's real hard to see at the start of season 3. Everyone in the crowd, they're all trying to be cracked in on the scene. Everyone come to me. You can run, but we aren't done with those sweaty boys we're facing up to. And how many times in our lives we be told it'll be alright? Kinda makes me wanna kick up some dust tonight. Playing with you, yeah, that'll be just fine. Fresh and laser beam at the start of season 3. Elite performances, the best we've ever seen. Tax and ethics rule if our parents only knew. Dedication, our generation, the season we are facing up to. And how many times in our lives we be told it'll be alright? Kinda makes me wanna kick up some dust tonight. Playing with you, yeah, that'll be just fine. Playing with you, yeah, that'll be just fine.
Yeah. There you go. Ellie Good on the banjo. He's gonna sit down now and come back to us later on in the show. Season 2. That if my sons are watching right now, Felix and Linus, they're embarrassed, terribly embarrassed right now. No one knows what the lyrics to that mean except my children. It's a funny little number that I should really give credit. My son Linus actually co-wrote that song. He actually co-wrote another one of the ones that we'll play later on called Heart on Fire. I kid you not. So he comes to me sometimes with some ideas, and then he gives me, I'll tell you a little bit more when we get to Heart on Fire. There's a little bit of better story there. So, but the next one here is, there's a lot of fun songs on this, and this next one, I actually remember sort of precisely the physical spot where I wrote this one. So, and I had always wanted to write a song where, where the verse and the chorus are just the same chords, because it's easy to play, right? So, well, yeah, that's my main goal in writing songs, is make them easy to play. But anyway, we're gonna go island style on this one, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Here we go. Let's get into it.
1, 2, 3.
Rocky Mountain top, Peter Eston's feet, endless space, piles and piles of gear. We can't change this party will never stop. The yes mentality may yet end up on top. We get to be still here. Peace it may seem far, it's actually quite near. Standing calm, face up over our fear. We get to be still here. The 45th parallel, we all shed a tear. Headed out of paradise, one thing is clear. We got the guts to do this. We weren't raised no fools. What if we dare a new life? Wouldn't that be kinda cool? Hey, we get to be still here. A piece that may seem far, it's actually quite near. Standing calm, face up over our fear. We get to be still here. Just northwest of Beantown, straddling 93. I got a place that stills my soul and sets my spirit free. 34 million steps, I can't see the end. You can't be satisfied knowing what's around the bend. We get to be still here. Peace it may seem far, it's actually quite near. Standing calm, we face up over our fear. We get to be still here. To be still here.
So this next one has actually been out there already. Some of you have definitely heard this one. The first single that we're going to play tonight. The album drops in like 3 hours, which is pretty exciting. Hey, yeah. It was pretty funny when the first single came out, which is Hell Yeah, we're going to play later on. When that first single came out, amazingly, I was at a Celtics game. If you can actually do that. I was at a Celtics game. I was one of the few people at the Celtics game, of course, 12%. And they were hawks, absolute hawks with the masks. Like, get the mask up. Anyway, that night I came home, and I was like, I got to go to bed. I'm tired. I got school the next day. It was like a Wednesday night or something like this. And my older son, Felix, says, no, Dad, we got to wait for the release. We got to wait for the release. So we sat there, and then it releases, and he listens to it for like an hour straight. I was like, is that why you have kids? Oh, yeah, it was nice. It was nice. True love. Right on. All right. So here we go. This is the second single called, a little cryptically, not to my I teach high school. My students, when the pandemic started, I started singing songs for my students on the meets because it was a little boring. And when I would sing this one, kids would start putting in the chat immediately what it is. But grown-ups don't always recognize what it is. So anyway, I'll leave the mystery to you if it's mysterious to you. So this one's called 8,192.
I think it's still mysterious to me, actually.
Where'd you go to school again?
Art school.
Here we go.
When I think about a feeling, it grows by a factor of 2. 8,192. That's the number of times a day that I think of you. 8,192. When the color of my feelings changes to a different hue. 8,192. exponential growth, babe, is what this has come to. 8,192. That's the number of doubts, babe, with which I am through. 8,192. Are you really in charge, babe, of what you're gonna do? 8,192. That's the number of doubts, babe, with which I am through. 8,192. State this clearly, maybe I'm not getting through. These feelings that I have are deep, mad, and true. I could search through all these days and find a girl only half as cool. 8,192. That's the number of ways, babe, I love you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. 8,192.
What does it mean, Mark?
What is it? Do you want me to tell you right now? I guess it is.
I'm pretty curious, actually.
It is actually kind of the reason. It's 2 to the 13th power. It's 2 to the 13th power.
Okay.
I was out one.
Right.
I still don't know what you're talking about. You know, it grows by a factor of 2, you know, right at the beginning. Anyway, yep.
8,192.
You might
Wait.
notice throughout the thing that I'm a little into numbers. I draw the numbers from lots of places, and this was my geekiest, dive. So, all right, this next one we're gonna do is called it's called High Time, and this is definitely the first song we laid into. So about a year ago, I was just messing around with music, and it's like I got a lot of time on my hands with the pandemic and all. And so I got in touch with Nate Savitt over here on the bass.
Hey, everyone.
And little by little, convinced him to arrange and play on some of my songs. And High Time was definitely the first one that we got into. So.
Yeah, definitely. Luckily, I had a lot of time on my hands, too. So it worked out, man. We got a record done.
Yeah. All right. There we go. 8,192 is over, so we're going to play High Time. Oh, we're just going to keep playing 8,192. We're going to mess with you. Yeah, this
play
time,
that song till
what's
the
8,192 times 2?
All right.
High Time. My head belongs to one, and my heart to another. Freedom, such a chore. Alone, I said, my life's in my hands. Please, please show me the door. Rock and roll dream on a folk cafe seat. Get me out on a disco floor. Voice rising tide, no longer folding high. Please, I can't take it anymore. It's high time I get it right. It's high times I know. High time I get it right.
I the strength to change? Tunes flying by, emotions riding high, rip the band-aid off of the soul. It's not that I don't care, but my life lies out there. My heart shows me the door. It's high time I get it right. It's high times I know. High time I get it right. Have I the strength to change? It's easy to say, hey, hard to ignore. Stretched out on the floor, but my mind's made up. My heart wins the war. It's high time I walk through the door. It's high time I get it right. It's high times I know. High time I get it right. Have I the strength to change? So hard to give up all that's been arranged.
I feel compelled on this next one to point out that so this next one earlier today there was a little texting going on and someone dared to call the arrangement, not the song, but the arrangement of this thing smacks of Phil Collins, and I said, you know what, I love Phil Collins and that's the best. So I'm kind of excited actually to have a little Phil Collins here. But let's.
Didn't also our drum groove, Mike? You said this drum groove is exactly the same as a Phil Collins track.
Actually, it might be.
Is this? Is it the one that in the air tonight?
Unintentionally, yeah.
You stole it, Mike.
You came up with it.
Yeah. And he also gave himself a bass solo too.
I think Phil Collins is going to sue one of you.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
You think he's watching?
Probably.
If he sues me, it'll make me famous.
Exactly. Be a famous lawsuit. Your name will be in all of the papers.
It's entertainment, and I still have to tune up. So it's interesting. On the album, there's actually only 2 songs with drums, and Mike Harmon over here on the drums. He plays on both of them. We figured for the big premiere here, we should have drums on basically everything. So there's where we're at. Thanks for being here, Mike. Appreciate it. Hey, my pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I got a feeling there's an epic tale. Meet the heroes, me and you. There is no way that we could possibly fail. Expectation drains away with you. I know I'll meet you at the end of the line, so I'll shed no tears for you. you set me free. My life is now mine. I could do the same at least for you. But I can't find the words to say sorrow when I went away. I have found my voice, it's true, and all I hear is it screaming for you. Would you believe my world's a happier place when for months I have not seen you? Spirit is something not easily replaced, no bigger fountain of that than you. Life don't pass me by when you ain't around. I'm not looking for me in you, but I love how you look at me with your eyes, not afraid of me around you. But I can't find the words to say sorrow when I went away. I have found my voice, it's true, and all I hear is it screaming for you. Like I found the words to say, sad memories won't send me away. I have found my voice, it's true, and all I hear is it screaming for you. I have found my voice, it's true, and all I hear is it screaming for you. I have found my voice, it's true, and all I hear is it screaming for you.
All right. Well, thank you very much to Club Passim for having me. This is wonderful. Thank you very much for running the open mics and for supporting music and all that you do. It's really amazing. We were chatting earlier tonight about this. You know, Passim has done a stellar job. You know, top notch, probably the best job of any any venue to keep live music going and to support and to find different avenues to get money to the artists who need it. So thanks for having us. It's a real joy to be here. It's a bit of a lifelong dream to stand up on the stage and play from the Passim stage. So thank you for having me. It's really wonderful. We're gonna. All right. So here we're gonna play a handful of songs that I'm gonna play a handful of songs that aren't on the album tonight, and this is the first of them. This one's called "The Slide," and it's needs to be in a different key. So.
I just want to say one thing I was just thinking about. This is one of the things there's actually a song on this set called Bright Side, but I also was going to say there's a bright side to the pandemic in the sense that projects like this may not have come about. You know, Mark is a full-time chemistry teacher, and the rest of us are full-time touring musicians. So like with all of our busy schedules, without the pandemic, something like this may not have arisen. So this is really one of the silver linings for me. To get a chance to work with Mark. He's a really, really great musician and has grown so much through this project, I really think. So, yeah, there's something beautiful that happened here in 2020. So this is what we're presenting tonight. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you, Nate.
Yeah, man.
All right, here comes The Slide. 1, 2, 3. You find me waiting on the main stage. Don't knock it, it's my way.
on the great divide, a natural flow, all I can abide. You find me among the sage, the Wyoming flats, and the real world rains. Come with me for a ride. Ditch that device, don't fall in with this tribe. It's past time for shifting of the tide. Flex your mind, resist the slide. Cause I can't get away, water's running uphill today. It's a ropey warm forest on the high ground, that's where I like the ancient sounds. But I can't get away, water's running uphill today. Come with me for a ride. Ditch that device, don't fall in with this tribe. It's past time for a shifting of the tide. Flex your mind, resist the slide. Have you ever slipped down this way, shed the burdens of the wired way? I woke up just yesterday, is my mind starting to fray? Of all that's right, I did nothing tonight. Come with me for a ride. It's that device, don't fall in with this tribe. It's past time for a shifting of the tide. Resist the slide. All right, so these kids are going to get a break for a second here. I'm going to play a little solo number, and then I'll bring them back up one at a time here. All right. So, you know, a lot of interesting things, as we were saying, a lot of interesting different things happen in pandemic times here. One interesting thing is that, you know, when you're going to meetings from home, you know, you can occupy yourself otherwise. In my career as a teacher, knitting is okay during faculty meetings, it turns out. You can knit. That's well, you know, if you're a veteran of a certain tenure, you're allowed to knit. But I don't think if you brought your mandolin to the faculty meeting and kind of noodled on it during faculty meeting, that would be okay. But in virtual faculty meeting, you can do anything you like. Well, almost anything. I hope no one at school's watching. I should shut it down right now. Show's over, everyone. All right. But what I'm trying to get at here is I did indeed write this song during a faculty meeting. I was just kind of noodling around on the guitar. So this is a little fingerstyle thing. I don't know if we're going to need to turn up the guitar at all. This is how loud it'll be. So.
This old book, it might be unknown. It's a thing for which I wanna go out of my way. These old tunes, they soft for my soul. It's a thing for which I'd crash the car to stay. Adventure's gone from the world. The truth that sure ain't set me free. Here's my little wisdom, my pearl. The more you know, the less your eyes can see. Bitter cold and fresh new snow. Conditions make me wanna go right out and play. My insides to your outsides will fold, a side by side with which we'd best all do away. Adventure's gone from the world. The truth that sure ain't set me free. Here's my little wisdom, my pearl. The more you know, the less your eyes can see. This old book, it might be unknown. It's a thing for which I wanna go out of my way. All right, finger style number. Nate's gonna come up and we're gonna do another little finger style kind of song here. It's actually the last song on the album. There was a time where Nate was campaigning for me to name the album The Bright Side. It's a good name. It's a good name.
It's kind of what I was talking about before, you know, Bright Side of 2020. A little bit. There's the silver lining.
There's a huge silver lining.
You can hear it on the album without it being called that, right?
I think you can. I think you can. Yeah, right on, man. Right on. All right, this one called The Bright Side. The Bright Side. There's always a bright side, baby. Always a bright side, love. There's always a bright side, baby. Not everything's a problem to solve. You got to know what you know, change what you can. Baby, let's move on. There's three sides to every story. The truth and yours and mine. Three sides to every story. None of us is telling a lie. You got to know that you're right and that you're wrong, except that you're a pawn. Say if you love someone, then set them free. Don't you know how hard it is to abide? Love someone and set them free. But where in that lovely story is I? Guess my heart needs to grow 1,000,000-fold. I see the brighter side. And there's a fine line between love and hate. A once-in-a-life connection will not subside. A fine line between love and hate. Wallow in the bliss of the bright side. Or hate will fade, heart will win, positivity will provide. And there's always a bright side, baby. Sometimes it's just real hard to find. Always a bright side, baby. Maybe I'm only looking with my eyes. Sometimes the search is so fraught, you want to find a nice place to hide. But there's always a bright side. All right, we're gonna bring the fiddle back up here. Oh my goodness, I haven't introduced the fiddle. Now's a good time to do so. Miss Kathleen Parks coming back up here.
Great to be here.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. This is wonderful. This song, this is the only one that I remember the actual recording of in the studio. It's the only one where we kind of recorded at dusk, kind of like it is now, like a little dusky in there. And well, anyway, you'll feel the vibe is a dusk kind of vibe, I think. So, you know.
Yeah, at one point we took the guitar part away and it was just the strings and Mark's vocal, and it really created an ambiance.
We did.
You could use it as your alarm when you wake up in the morning, but you'll probably never wake up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
A slow ride.
It's more of a lullaby than a
Slow ride.
Very slow ride.
perfect for me. Perfect for me. I do. I've always said it's being a school teacher is the absolute worst possible profession for me in terms of like waking up. You know, I'm not an early riser. So, all right, here we go. Come take me. People don't get along this way. When was the last time someone made you feel this way? I just want your company to stay. Baby, let's just hang out for the day. I can't do nothing at all. Maybe it's your call. I sure ain't over it all. I think you know what you want. You can't extinguish your heart. Anytime you want, come take me. A lucky few know a love like this. When was the last time someone made your heart feel kissed? If we don't fight for it, no doubt we'll be remiss. Baby, let's just meet up, what's the risk?
I can't soften the blow. Girl, only you could know how I don't wanna end this show. I think you know what you want. I can't extinguish your heart. Anytime you want, take me here. It's about time we set sail. When was the last time you had such a chance to fail? Your heart is nothing to curtail. Baby, let's run off together, let's bail. No, I don't wanna yell. In sweet tones I will tell. Staying away from you, well, I think you know what you want. Can't extinguish your heart. Anytime you want, come take me.
Oh, wow. All right, we're gonna bring the drums back. Bring the drums back. It's nice. Oh, Mike has a beer. We're gonna get it on now. Yeah, that ends the slow section. All right, here we go. Oh boy, yeah. For this one, I really hope that no one at school is listening. Yeah, this will be self-explanatory. I'm gonna catch some heat for this one for sure. It's okay. Just listen to the music. Don't say the title, only sing the title.
Don't know the title.
Like 19 times.
In 3 parts.
Awesome.
3-part harmonies.
Maybe the harmonies. Maybe the harmonies will distract people from the meaning. All right, here we go.
All right.
Ready? All right. 1, 2, 2. Running down the 280 now. Crystal springs across a great desert they sling. And all it makes me want to do is sing. Not wringing my hands for the Golden State Dream. We're up in Cook City, but the flight's out of Salt Lake. Got ourselves a BMW and more than an 8. And all the love is the love that it takes. And a frivolous drive on the road to paradise. Let's spark up one of them special cigarettes. Sneaks I can't forget, but I got no regret. Spark up one of them special cigarettes, and we'll play a new one tonight. Out Ely, headed for the San Juans. Screams of festival ring, and the locusts they sing. We're climbing to 8751 up high Humboldt County, meets the Colorado sun. Let's spark up one of them special cigarettes.
mistakes I can't forget, but I got no regret. Spark up one of them special cigarettes, and we'll play a new one tonight. Yeah, we'll play it all night. On the 212 up the Absarica path, as high as I can see, no one seems to know what it means to be. The North Shore kid used to predictability. Let's spark up one of them special cigarettes. Mistakes I can't forget, but I got no regrets. Spark up one of them special cigarettes, and we'll play new on tonight. Yeah, we'll play it all night. Yeah, we'll play that note till it's right. Hey, spark up one of them special cigarettes, and we'll play a new one tonight. Yeah, we'll play it all night. Yeah, we'll play that note till it's right. All right, it's time to bring some banjo back in the mix. Take a second here as Ellie comes up here and gets ready on his banjo to tell you a little bit more about this song. So this one's called "Heart on Fire," and it wasn't originally called that. And so one morning, my son came into the bedroom. He had this idea, before I was awake. He came and he said, "Dad, I got a song idea." And he had the chord progression as well as the words. And he said, "Dad, I got it." And I go, "What do you got?" He goes, "Fire in the morning, fire in the night." I said, "Okay, well, that's good. If I'm going to fill that out and sort of write the whole song, I'm going to need a concept." I say, "What's it about? What's it about?" And you figure, he's 10 at the time. You figure he's not going to say anything of consequence. And he goes, "Anger." Well, that's something I can work with. So there we go. But then later on, this is a little separate story. Later on, I'm driving up somewhere, and he says to me in the car, "Dad, I got the name for the song. It's not." I was like, "Wasn't it Fire in the Morning or Fire at Night or something like that?" He goes, "No, it's called Heart on Fire." I was like, "Well, wait a second though. Shouldn't the words Heart on Fire be in the song?" And I know that's not like a hard and fast rule. You don't have to say the words. But I felt like, this is something here. There's like a convergence here. Something's going on. So I was like, you know what? I think this song needs a bridge. So, like you do. So then there's a bridge, a very notable bridge. So here we go. Yeah, it is a big bridge. It is. All right.
As big as the Tappan Zee Bridge.
Oh! What does anyone know what Tappan Zee means anyway?
More of a Seacom crowd.
Anything south of the Pike doesn't fly here. The North Shore kid, did you hear that? All right, let's do it.
1, 2, 3.
Fire in the morning, fire in the night, standing between me and afternoon delight. Each morning you till the twilight, smoldering just out of sight. Anger, you won't go away. Fire by night, fire by day. Why is it so hard to let it burn away? Fire by night, fire by day. Up on the north face, not on the one that's bright. Is this one thing between you and what is right? Each morning as how the road looks into the night, it's up to us to keep it light. Anger, you won't go away. Fire by night, fire by day. Why is it so hard to let it burn away? Fire by night, fire by day. Completely justified, hidden behind the wrecking ball, grousing, standing by, honoring something that I know makes me feel less alive. It's tempting to want things another way that ain't no lie. Wanting others to be other, your heart's desire. Sometimes it feels we're out of time, we're down to the wire. You ain't gonna burn it down on some blessed pyre. You ain't gonna sleep with your heart on fire. Anger, you won't go away. Fire by night, fire by day. Why is it so hard to let it burn away? Fire by night, fire by day. Fire by night, fire by day.
You guys angry yet? Everyone out there?
All right, this is the other single that you've been able to hear up till now. It's funny. I've realized that in writing songs, sometimes I'm a bit of at a loss for things to write about, and I don't really know what to credit it to. Maybe I'll credit it to like my history in listening to rap music, which is that if you have nothing to write about, why don't you just write about writing music, or write about music, or write about love and music? It's fertile ground. So that's where this one came from. It happens to me a fair amount when I come up with a chord progression. I'm like, this thing is looking for some words. So there it is. So I fall into that trap, and I did listen to a whole lot of rap music growing up, and writing about yourself. Well, I haven't quite got there yet, but here we go. This one has become a bit of a joke because, of course, when you write a song called Hell Yeah, everyone is like, oh, you want to play this song? Hell yeah. And then, when you hear the lyrics, sometimes it's hell yeah, let's try. Because those are the lyrics to the song. I don't know if you're trying to belittle my song or what, but I love it, though. I love it. So here we go with hell yeah. Let's do it.
but to start down my own way. Can't put it down, that lovely sound. Pure joy is mine. Still I'm sitting all alone till the band begins to play. My head snaps up, I don't think twice. This groove's gonna make me cry. But will it fade away? Like everything they say. Got nothing going today. Can we play one more? Hell yeah, let's try. Those sweet sounds, they bring me home. Got the words to say. They thump away in perfect time. Hell yeah, we'll try. When the silence seems to reign, chase it all away. Let's rip it up, speak our minds. Hell yeah, to be alive. But will it fade away? Like everything they say. Got nothing going today. Play one more. Hell yeah, let's try. But your mind is set to accept it, and the din of the automobiles. Let my guitar ring over these hills. What else makes you feel? Can't put it down, that lovely sound. Pure joy is mine. But will it fade away? Like everything they say. Got nothing going today. Play one more. Can we play one more? Hell yeah, let's try.
Hell yeah.
Ellie Goodwin on the banjo. This is his last song with us. Thank you, Elliot. That was beautiful, beautiful. Way to go.
Hey, give it up for Mark Abruzzese, everyone. The man behind Deviant Folk.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Nate's known me a long time, and the name is just rough. The name is rough, so yeah, Abruzzese. Even my students don't know. Like, I'm just Mr. A at school, So yeah, it works well. So. You got it the first. Oh, that's right, you did.
What?
Yeah,
Matt
Smith. Unbelievably, I go on the open mic, right, and he's like, and we have Mark Abruzzese, and I'm like, what? What is it, Marshfield
Are
or
you
something?
half
Did you know, like,
Italian,
the
Matt?
Marshfield Abruzzese?
Is Smith an Italian last name? I'm unaware.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, we got one last number for you here. A big. This is the closest thing you're gonna get to a rock number tonight, but it's pretty rocking for sure. So again, I'm just going to say before we get into this one, thank you again to Club Passim for hosting me here. And again, thank you very much to Kathleen Parks on the fiddle over here. Woo! It's tearing up. You ain't heard nothing yet. This next one is no pressure, but you better kill it. And back here on the drums, Mike Harmon. Thanks for being here, Mike. Mike owns the studio Wachusett Recording, where we recorded the album. Also played on a couple of tracks, and of course, Nate Sabat over here on the bass. In case I haven't mentioned it, he arranged and produced this album, and taught me a million things in the process. So thank you, Nate. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
sense of the deal. Hitching my hopes to a song and a dream. Way down a path where I never steal. Deep in the woods like how happiness feels. Hitting the road, I find what I need. You can't stop me with a full head of steam. It often turns out things are not what they seem. Way down a path where I never steal. Deep in the woods like how happiness feels. Where does this crooked road lead, did you say? It's unforgettable. I hope it dumps me right where I'll stay. Way down a path, let's hope that this will last. The road's resurrectional. Losing my mind for my heart to reveal. Life that couldn't possibly be taken for real. If this is it, I think I'll be cool. Way down a path that suffers no fool. Deep in the woods by the happiness pool. Shifting the load to discover what's real. The thing about us ain't no one we can't heal. Give it time for hearts to kneel. Way down a path where I never steal. Deep in the woods like how happiness feels.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much again to Passim. Deviant Folk, deviantfolk.com. The album is out in a couple of hours. Thanks for listening, everyone. This album, the one right here. There it is. You go on deviantfolk.com if you'd like CDs and you want to order up a CD. You can order it right there. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That's Deviant Folk here, Club Passim debut, a pandemic debut here for an artist that we are thrilled to have here. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, and what an amazing band. Make sure you visit deviantfolk.com. The album releases tomorrow, so stay up till midnight, just like you used to do in the 90s, and go to Tower Records and get in line at midnight on Monday night, because release night used to be Tuesdays, and so you'd stay up till midnight on Monday and get in line, and then buy the record first thing at the strike of midnight Tuesday morning, but it's Friday this time. So get online, go to deviantfolk.com, pick up the record. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make a donation if you can, and thank you for being part of what we're doing here at Club Passim. Keep an eye out on our schedule. We'll be back in the room soon as possible. Good night.